Good morning and welcome again to Mission Alive on this Sunday morning. Our gospel this morning from Matthew is the story about the seed. The sower went out to sow the seed, and a fairly long story, and we will come back to it and talk about seed and the sowing of the seed. Interestingly, at the moment, as I've said before, we are moving ahead to reprint this book, The Mustard Seed, which is the story of the history of the French mission to a Papuan church. So the story there is the missionaries planted a seed and it grew into the Papuan church. And the Papuan church now stands on its own 2 feet. It has 5 different dioceses, has priests, religious, lay ministers, institutions, schools, health institutions, and so on. So it grows into a tree that all the birds can come to. Our story today is the sower going out to sow the seed. In different circumstances, seed either grows, it doesn't grow, or it grows and it dies. And that is the seed of our faith. And through the history of the church, many seeds have been planted. Many have succeeded, many have grown. Some have not. There have been failures where the seed has not succeeded, has not grown well, or has died for different reasons. And the birds that have come have been different things. Other religions, or wars, or oppression, or whatever reason. And we can say today, what are the birds today that would take away the seed of faith? And you could mention things like secularism, even science, taken as sort of a god, as a cure of all. Consumerism, many other isms of our time, can take people away from faith, or take the seed of faith away from people. So we need to think, what is needed for this seed to grow, and to grow strongly, and to remain. And we can ask ourselves individually, what seeds have been planted for me in my life that have sparked a growth in faith? Often it can be parents. My parents were very faithful, and we've inherited that. Can be friends, can be a neighbour, could be a book, could be music. I remember, and I still listen to the musical Les Miserables, and one line from there still always sticks in me and really gets to me, is the words, "To love another person is to see the face of God." That has a lot in it about God, about relationships, about love. So the seed is planted. And I remember one of our priests when I was in the seminary. He was a pretty straightforward preacher, and he said to us one day, "You young fellas, you say you're going to follow Christ. You say to God, take me wherever you want me to go." And then he looked at us and said, "You be careful. He just might take you seriously." I've been to places and I've done things since then that I had no idea I would do, including this webcast. So God will take us seriously if we say, yes, the seed is planted, and we will follow. So just to finish, what seeds do you plant for other people? You can think about what seeds were planted for you and have grown, or you would like to grow, but what seeds do you plant for others? In the way that you live, in your example, in your words, in your actions, and so on. And we never know what seed will grow. We never know how big it will grow. But we plant the seed, like a garden. You can put in 20 seeds and only 2 might grow. That's life. So the mission would be then, Mission Alive today, to nurture the seed that was planted in you to nurture the seed individually. Just as in places like Papua, the people as a whole nurtured the seed as a community, and we do that too. We nurture the seed in the community, the seed of the community. The other part is to plant seeds for others. That is the way we spread the gospel. That is the way we spread the word about Jesus Christ, by planting seeds in other people's lives, by a word, by an action, by an example, or by whatever means. As we live with the seed that is grown within us, which has become a bush or a tree, then we naturally give seed to others. So this is our mission today, to go and plant the seeds. Thank you.